Hey everybody, Kelly and Kelly's Kitchen. So we are busy today. We're going to make a couple things. Right now I have ground beef that I threw in the frying pan and fried it up using my meat separator. I have it all nicely separated and we are going to make sloppy joes with this. The other thing I have on the go is I just cooked up some macaroni. I'll be showing you a recipe with macaroni and a Mexican recipe. But before we do any of this, I want to get, if you can see this, but I want my chicken in my, I want to put it into my microwave in my nice multi-purpose steamer. And I know some people are like, really? Chicken in the microwave? Well, I was too until I started doing it, and I was really thrilled. Now, I'm using a plate underneath it. I find it easier to move this around. So we are going to use a brand new recipe that came in my Epic box. It is called Portuguese chicken. So I'm not sure how it's going to taste since I haven't had it before. That burner's on. Let's see. It has some lemon powder in it, garlic, apple cider vinegar, paprika, red bell pepper, onion, sea salt, chili pepper, cayenne pepper, oregano, and citrus acid. So it's going to be a little spicy, I think. And I was going to have potatoes with it, but I'm starting to think maybe I'll have some rice. So, okay, so all we do is you buy a 3-pound whole chicken. You're going to put your chicken breast side up, right? I believe that's what it told me to do. It said, let's just read it. A whole chicken, breast side down, in an Epicure multi-purpose or round steamer. Then you coat and rub with half of the seasoning mixture, and then you turn your chicken over and you cover it with the rest. Then you put it in the microwave and cook for 15 minutes covered. And then you cook it some more, 5 more minutes, I believe, with the thing off. So we're going to put it in breast side down, which I just did. Okay, so I have it breast side down, if you can see that. We're going to coat it with this, which is a seasoning. I added it to a 1/4 cup of water and a tablespoon of oil, and you have to let it sit for 5 minutes. Now it's thick. It's going to be interesting. So then you take that and you put it all over your chicken, which I don't think you can see. I'm sorry, I'm trying a new way of recording. Okay, so then we put the rest of this on. Get every bit of it. This is where the knife comes in handy that I don't have sitting out. Okay, get all your seasoning on. It's kind of like a thick barbecue sauce is what it looks like. So I've got it all over my chicken. And before I do anything else, I'm going to go wash my hands and I'll show it to you. Something else I wanted to share with you was, do any of you have lids on your bowls and they're all broken to pieces? Mine are. I've been trying so hard to find lids that I can put on my bowl, and I came across these, and they're stretchy, and they had about 5, I think, in a package. And so I had ordered new ones like these from Amazon, but I can't get the right sizes to fit my bowls. But this fits on everything. And like I said, it comes in different sizes. I love it. And what I do love about it is if your food is higher than your bowl, which mine was, it just stretches right over. Really like it. Washable. There, perfect fit. And of course, nothing falls out. It's not on properly. So I can say goodbye to these. All right, so the chicken is all done. I wanted to show you my chicken. So she's all done, ready to pop in the microwave. I'll put the lid on it, and it said 15 minutes. Making sure my steam holes are going towards the front or back so it's not by the handles. And I'll throw that in my microwave. I'm not going to start it till after the show because of the noise. 15 minutes in the microwave. Then when the 15 minutes are done, you remove the lid and you cook for 5 more minutes. And then, or until it reaches a temperature of 180 Fahrenheit. Having a temperature gauge to check your raw chicken is a really good idea, especially for those that are nervous cooking this in the microwave, because if you did this in the oven, in the steamer, you can use a steamer in the oven, uncovered in a preheated oven at 375, you have to cook that for 80 minutes. So 20 minutes in the microwave or 80 minutes in the oven. 20 minutes in the microwave or 80 minutes in the oven. Yeah, I was right. So if you're in a rush coming home from somewhere and you need to make supper really quick and you had planned to make that chicken, why not throw it in the steamer and get it cooked? Okay, so this is my ground beef. It's all, so my chicken's in the microwave. That's one meal. This is going to be a sloppy Joe. I saw it on, actually, friend Kim Hines had it on her Facebook page, and it looked so good. I know she made it. I need to find out how it worked out for her. So sloppy Joes. I make my own sloppy Joes. I do not buy sloppy Joe mix. Lovely. All I do is add a bunch of ketchup, probably a good 2 tablespoons. Vinegar and mustard to mine, and I mix it until it tastes the way my kids like it. Now, vinegar. Again, probably a tablespoon of vinegar is what you need. It's not going to come up fast enough for me. I love vinegar, so I'm not too worried about how much I put in. That's what gives it that spicy taste. And then you're going to add mustard to it. I need a spoon. So what am I going to do with this sloppy Joe? My kids do love sloppy Joes, but I'm going to take French bread. I cut it in half, and I'm going to put it on one of my cookie sheets with a liner. And I'm going to toast it first in the oven. I saw the picture. I didn't pay attention to the recipe. It's sloppy Joes on top of French bread in the oven, and it just sounds so good. All right, and then I'm going to add some mustard. I see my dog's hair there. Okay, mustard. Add a bunch of mustard to it until it's like a saucy. You can add as much or as little as you want. I would just taste it and decide if that's what you're wanting, if that's at the taste that you want. I would say it's a little too yellow, not enough ketchup in there. Add more ketchup. Time for more ketchup. I'm stir that up. Now, I'll turn it off so it doesn't burn on me. And you'll taste test that, see if it's the flavor you want. So you're going to take your bread, you're going to put it on here, and I'll be using 2 trays. And you're going to I put garlic butter on it. So here's my butter. I took a 1/4 cup of butter and I melted it. And I'm going to add our herb and garlic to it. I'm going to add a whole tablespoon, mind you. My jar is almost done. It's going to take the whole jar. Okay, so then I would add a tablespoon of your herb and garlic. Now that's a lot of butter, and I know butter is expensive right now. Another way to do it is to drizzle your bread with a little bit of oil, which again is pricey, and then just shake the spice over top of your bread. That's up to you. I like it this way. I want lots of a garlic taste to it. Another way to add garlic to your bread would be using our minced garlic. That would be a good idea too. And let that sit. That is going to coat my bread. I'm going to pop the bread in the oven like at 375, let it toast a little bit. I want mine to toast a little bit. And then I'm going to add this on top of it and then sprinkle it with cheese. And it will make a really nice, quick supper. So that is what we're doing there. That's my second supper. So we've got my chicken. We've got my sloppy Joe garlic bread casserole. It's not a casserole. But anyway, it's going to taste really good. So the second thing I did is I cooked up 2 cups of macaroni and cheese because I wanted to make our macaroni and cheese. So I was just going to make the regular macaroni and cheese to have for my son. He loves mac and cheese, one of my sons. And then I happened to notice the recipe on the back. So we add our seasoning to our mac and cheese. We add a 1/3 cup of milk. we add 2 tablespoons of butter, which I already had pre-cut. We're going to mix that up. And then we're going to throw that into, no, we're not. Before I throw it into my casserole dish, I want to heat that up a little so that it is melting the butter. Now this tastes really good. Mac and cheese, so creamy, so good. You can use your gluten-free noodles if you want to keep everything gluten-free, because the products are all gluten-free. So there's my mac and cheese. So what am I going to do different? So I'm going to add 1 cup of salsa to it, and it makes a Mexican dish. So I'll just measure out a cup of salsa. I'm going to pour that in there. Give it a nice sharp taste, I think. So we put it in, plus a nice color too. It's really good in there. I'm going to pour it into my casserole dish. And this is going to go in the oven. There you go. Look at that. See? Okay. I'm going to pour it into my dish. Dish. And then we're going to coat that with about a cup of shredded cheese, any kind of cheese. There is a Mexican cheese out there. There's cheese that's a little sharp that would make that really good. Then I'm going to take some taco shells. All of you must have broken taco shells. If not, you have some leftover chips that my kids didn't finish last night. And I'm going to crush those on top with the cheese and make a nice casserole. And that will be ready in the oven, 375, about 15 minutes already. So I have 3 meals made. It is just over 10 minutes. I did a little bit of prep work, but you can have all this ready, 3 meals for your 1 week, probably in under 20 minutes, except for some cooking time that you can do. You can have it just already in the fridge, ready to go. Pop it in whenever you get home from work, sit down, have some veggies cut up with some dip, some salad if you want a salad with any of this, or I'm going to have rice with my chicken. Okay, I hope everybody enjoyed this, and please let me know of what you learned tonight. Thank you very much.